Okay, so it hasn't told me that it's failed yet, so I'm going to assume it's working. This is ILR PS4 on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Something I didn't think
Yes,
I'd be saying.
not really sure if we're live, but we'll check.
I
Hang
think we
on.
are. Well, you can check. I need to keep an eye on this now. So,
Hang
yes,
on.
welcome to round 6.
Yes.
Welcome to round 6 here in Monaco for ILR2 Season 4. The drivers are heading round, getting ready to start some more laps. And we've only got 4 minutes to go in the session, so fingers crossed everything works out okay. And from what Sleep's been telling me, we've probably missed all of the bad stuff, so hopefully.
Yeah, I think we're good. Today is the day that we petition to ban Fortnite entirely because it broke the streaming. Meanwhile, Jake is currently on provisional pole. Wisely is P2, who's just gone. He's actually just beaten his teammate right there. And look how close it is between 4th, 5th, and 6th. Goodies P4, Bulletproof P5, Onyx P6. And we should say, VSR Josh has been moved up to ILR1, and that's why he's no longer here. Replacing him is our favourite wildcard, Mr. Costa, P13 currently, 110.4.
He's won the championship already.
He has, yes. Doesn't need those.
He's in 14th, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yes, my wildcard pick from last season. Hopefully it's going to do some good stuff, and I hope everybody's found the stream. We've got one viewer at the moment, so someone found it. But
yeah,
apart
you got the link
that,
sent out?
I actually don't. I don't think I have Twitch on my phone or whatever to get to it quickly. And if I don't know how to get to it quickly enough to not miss the end of this.
Yeah, I'll see if I can nab it. I'm not sure because this is literally like the first time I've ever used Twitch in my life. So
yeah, this is a very bad time to start learning.
Yes. It should be in my subscribed channels actually. Hold on.
Yeah, that would help.
Yes, there it is.
Good. Get a link out.
If I can. Twitch, help me out here, man. How the hell does this work?
I don't know.
Got it. Yes, got it.
Yes.
Got the link, boys. Got the link. Now, alright, we've come to the business end of qualifying. So, if you're joining us at the right time.
You missed all the boring stuff. I mean, who really cares about the first 16 minutes of a qualifying session? I certainly don't.
You just missed the crashes. Namely Corey, who's on Mercedes, Adam Ackle, and Scott, who died within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, so, but I mean, really? Is anyone surprised about that?
I have noticed, however, that Wisely's P2, and he's done his lap on this Ultra Softs. Never mind, he's done high. Oh no, apparently he's changed to Hypers now. So I'm not too sure on that one. But Jake,
yeah, he's changed them.
The absolute scenes if he takes pole position.
Well, he's had a tough season so far, hasn't he? I mean, it'd be quite extraordinary to see it. But we've got Abby on a lap, who might be about to spoil his party.
Yeah,
he's currently on a pole position lap. I think he's only 3 thousandths off at the moment. If he can just find 3 or 4 thousandths, he's on pole. So 1 more turn to go. Can Abby do it? Bit of a slide at the last corner, but you're right, it's looking good. And he's done it!
Whoa! Smashes it, 108.41. He's on provisional pole here, but still. Oh, Jake's crashed! Oh no!
This has all gone disastrously wrong.
It's gone What did we have to say to make him do that? He smashed his wing. That's going to be him done and dusted. He is currently still on the front row, and a front row start here is crucial. Doesn't matter where you are. Wisely's on an out lap. Goody, he could maybe nab it, but he needs to find about 0.6 of a second because there's somehow a massive gap between the first 3 and 4th, 5th, 6th. That's a really close little battle that they have going on there.
Yes, Scott questioning whether he should go on to Ultra Sauce or Super Sauce. We've been talking about Scott wanting to do a whole race in 1 compounds, and this is one of his best chances, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's all up to him whether he wants to do that or not. Goody a little touch wide into back. Just seeing, could be building himself up for a better lap here. Doesn't look like he's pushing that hard. Let's see, anybody else? Could have our favourite Portuguese man.
Yeah, Goody can't improve. Wisely has started his last lap just before the timer ended.
And Jordan went P4. Onyx went P3 right there.
I've just
a
heard
nab in front.
the most ear-splitting scream of my life outside. I have no idea what's going on, and apologies if anyone else heard that.
Let's see if Wisely can... I couldn't hear a thing, so you're good. But George pops into P5. Let's see if Wisely can get himself on the front row. Because now, thanks to Josh's promotion, he now leads the championship. So,
without a race
it's
win.
really important. Yeah. Without a race win. Yeah, he sounds like Keke Rosberg.
Yeah. Then again, like 12 people won a race that season.
Yes, that's true. That was one of the craziest seasons. But Wisely is the last person to try and set a lap here. Comes through, hits the wall on the way out of the swimming pool. Don't know if this is going to be enough. He goes wide, and that's going to be it.
Ah, that's so frustrating. So it's going to start P4.
CSR Abbey on pole, and Jake, there's a little bit of a resurgence there. Front row start. He's had a front row before, but can never quite manage pole because he just bottled it. So yeah, he tends to do that. But anyways,
for him, really now it's all about that launch off the line. Remember, Wisely, since he didn't improve his time, it's sort of a bit of a silver lining now because he's going to be starting on ultras.
And remember, it might rain.
Oh,
and
he's got that.
God, Wisely's got a 5-place grid penalty. Okay,
yeah,
that makes that okay. He's going to be down in 9th.
Yeah.
So George now starts 4th as a result.
But can this be Shadow's day? Can this be Jake's day at last? He's been waiting so long for a victory. He's the Valtteri Bottas of ILR.
Literally.
Surely this is his chance now.
Then but CSR Abbey is quick. So
yeah, but a good launch off the line. I actually give him tips. It appears I'm the one and only person who knows how to do starts in this game. Maybe I should teach him. Give me a quick lesson.
Yeah, I saw a clip from ILR Xbox ILR1, and the guy from second on the grid ended up winning because he launched beautifully off the line.
Yeah.
So it's all about that. Like, oh, I thought it was raining for a second. It might rain in this race. That looks really ominous.
That's not good.
Oh no.
They're teasing us right now. They are teasing us.
Oh dear. That looks like intermediates is gonna happen later on in the race.
Well, good evening to the 16 people here, and congratulations for finding this. I'm utterly amazed.
That's all down to me. That's all down to me.
This is like an Easter egg hunt. Good luck finding us. We are heading away somewhere else. We're not on YouTube because Fortnite exists, and it's basically killed everything.
It kills the streaming. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that might screw me over. I've got another league race to do later on. We don't have a Twitch. We might be screwed for that. Need to think about that.
We are going to have a 19 driver grid because Will is in the lobby. So the only driver we're missing is Tao. Here we go.
So let's see what Scott starts on. Wow, what a surprise!
Hey, there it is. Super softs for the two guys down the back. Zeto Mercedes also opting for that. We have a few, well, pretty much everybody outside the top 10 on ultra softs apart from those three. And Wiselig, because of his grid drop, now starts P9. However, he is on ultras. But it is CSR Abbey on pole position, followed by Shadow, followed by Onyx, George, Jordan, Goody. Actually, Jordan almost won here last season, if you remember. However,
I don't remember.
Was it Jordan or was it somebody else? I can't remember. Anyways, but it was Sam passed him anyway in Raskas. So,
Liam.
I was Liam. That's right. Yeah, I'm getting them mixed up because it was also Mercedes. But anyways, maybe we might see one of those amazing overtakes again.
We've got to also point out just quickly, Onyx is replacing Paga since he's
Paga quit
retired.
He's again.
I mean, really, all we need now is for him and Sam to become teammates. When I think you believe in the league the most. I think, well, did Sam leave for 2 races last year and come back? I think Paga left for basically the same, and now Paga's left again.
Yeah, well, here was where Sam took his first ILR victory after 3 seasons of trying. Took it right here. Almost won ILR 3. Let's not talk about that one. That one got a bit heated.
Yeah.
But Will is really kind of holding up the grid here. He's really warming those tyres up. He backed off and he's doing some burnouts before before Rascast, so he's holding up the entire grid here.
Well, just speaking about ILR3, I know it rained in ILR3 towards the end, but I honestly think that if you're outside that top 10, Supersofts is the best tire to be on by far. So I think look out for Zenna Mercedes, Scott and Will. They should be right up there.
Well, here we go. 5 red lights for the Monaco Grand Prix. Who's going to get the launch off the line? Here we go. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Abby. He immediately tries to cover off Shadow, but Shadow gets another decent start. Just can't quite. And look at Onyx down the inside into turn 1. He looks like to have got ahead of Jake, and yes, he has got ahead of Jake as they run up the hill towards Matinee. So that's a good start from the Force India. Jake trying to find a way past. Can't quite find it. Jordan is there. He's got ahead of George, it looks like. There's a few movers further down. There's been a contact in the background between... I think that was one of the Haas drivers. There was somebody definitely in the wall there. And already we have a corner cut penalty for probably avoiding an accident of some sort. Further down the order, everybody looks to have got through relatively unscathed. We have a pile up on the way out. We got a roadblock on the way through the Lowe's hairpin. Big surprise there, but everybody seems to have got through. Wisely didn't really get away well there. He's fighting with TR Button as they come through the tunnel, and Mr. Costa, Andre, looking to see if he can get into the points here on his return to ILR2. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. And now settle in for a race-long train.
But yeah, that roadblock, I'd be surprised if most people there didn't break their front wing. There was about 5 or 6 cars involved with that down at the Lowe's hairpin. So they could... This is one of those tracks where you could take the hardest compound and go to the end. It is very possible, so if anyone needs to pit, they could do that. But it looks as if everyone's actually stayed out. There is front wing damage on Tim Veg, for example. He's got big damage on the right. But once again, from ILR3, you can deal with damage here, surprisingly enough. Despite the fact it is the tightest circuit on the calendar, you can definitely deal with the damage. It's just whether the others can be aware of your lack of pace in some areas. Look at Will on the back of Tim Veg, really having to struggle to get through.
He's having a goal. He's having a goal.
That's in the wall.
He's not going to make that. That's just put him in the wall right there.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
That is just a bit. That's dive bomb. We really should give him a nickname at this point.
Well, anyways,
LMC
CSR Abbey is literally running.
Well.
CSR Abbey is literally running away. He's now already pulled 2 seconds on Onyx. Jake is about a second behind Onyx, and DRS doesn't really work around Monaco, so we're going to be kind of settling in for this. But Jake, we're just looking back at the start. He didn't get the initial launch, but the second phase was better. But Onyx behind really got a really good getaway. Went down the inside of Jake. So, and it also looked like Jordan seemed to get the better start of the guys behind, because he managed to get ahead of George. And behind, looks like we got a bit of a goody. Had a look.
He really did.
We saw a move there. We saw him move there last season. Oh, look at here comes Wisely. Maybe trying to think about
no, Goody straight into the back.
Yeah,
Wisely almost
into the Lowe's hairpin. Oh, he's put it in the wall in the Lowe's hairpin, and he literally just wall rolled the whole way around the Lowe's hairpin. Now the biggest overtaking opportunity is down after the tunnel into the Nouvelle chicane. The 2 Red Bulls are lurking behind. As you can see, any moves on between these guys doesn't look like it because they're a little bit too far back from each other. Let's see, further down, doesn't look like it. But now CSR Abbey 2.2 ahead of Onyx, and now suddenly 1.3 ahead is Onyx from Jake. But George still right with Jordan. And Alice Killer in a real... Oh, he's broke his front wing, so he's in. So now this train gets released, but this is now where DRS actually kind of does work a little bit, but everybody seems to have got DRS on each other. So it isn't going to really help. TR Button hits the wall on the way out of the first corner.
Yeah, but this train is massive. I mean, even from Monaco standards, this is huge.
Yes, big old train here. Let's see, the 2 Red Bulls are nice and close together. Zenna Mercedes trying to get past because he is on the super soft. He's on a different strategy. There's more carbon fibre flying through the air there. As other drivers try to avoid each other through the Lowe's hairpin. The slowest corner on the F1 calendar. Let's see, is Wisely going to mount a move on Goody?
Through the tunnel, he's got a good run, you know. We might well have a look on the inside. He does. Will they both get through? They're okay. Looking for Button as well.
Yeah, Goody, very, very aware of what Wisely was going to do there. Left the space as much as he could. He has got wing damage, so he's kind of holding people up here. And our second place man is in because the Hypersofts really don't last around here. So
yeah,
it's going to be onto the Ultrasofts for Onyx.
He probably could have went to Supers, to be honest. That's an easy one-stop.
Yeah. And
he hasn't done it. What about Bulletproof? What will he do? Yeah, he's on to Supers, which is the smarter decision.
Yeah, so what Onyx has done? Oh, Jordan, huge slide.
And Will.
Through Matinee. And Will is... Where's he gone and done that now? That looks like in the last sector. Let's have a look. Can't... Again... The spectre mode, we can't see the crash cars, but Jordan had the biggest slide through Massenet there, well caught. But anyways, now got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. Oh dear, what's this for? There's bits of carbon fibre absolutely everywhere, and it looks like it is for the car of Will.
Goodies, tried. He's been overtaken.
Yeah, he has been overtaken. So let's see, do our leaders come in to respond to Onyx? Jake doesn't, Abby doesn't. Oh, George had to think about a little move into Raskas.
Oh, dear, people have been hitting the walls quite hard out of that swimming pool chicane, mainly Button.
Jordan in.
Yeah, Jordan into the pits.
Look at
Bulletproof and Penalty as well. Yeah, you're right, this train's huge. This is where if you can get likes of ZR Mercedes in this group, if he stays on the pace, he's going to be the leader of this train very soon when they all start to pit.
Yeah,
and he could well lead this race, and this is a big chance for him.
If you want to see some spectacular slides, you'd want to keep an eye on George, because his tyres are 5 laps old, and look, these guys have now closed up to him, so now he's now the leader of this huge ass train here. George hits the wall. There's just no grip on the Hypers anymore. So let's see. Weislig's on the Ultras. He's on the better tyre. Now, I don't think George's going to put up too much of a fight.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
No, I say that. Yes, he does go defensive. Locks up into the Nouvelle Chicane, but holds on to it. And beats it back. That's really brave if he can make this one work down the inside to back. He gets it done. It's raining.
It's what?
It's raining. I just saw rain on my screen.
Nah, it's not rain.
I swear to God, I just saw rain.
I
swear to God, I just saw rain.
You're hallucinating, my friend. It's not raining. It's not raining yet. Oh,
Button got past Goody into Raskas, just missed it. But I think Goody was coming into the pits anyway, so...
Geez,
two guys in, Goody.
Nah, I'm not seeing any rain right now. Oh, yeah. Button! Oh, dear, into the wall he went. Hit the wall on the exit of 1 and spun off into the wall on the other side. Probably a little bit of front wing damage.
ZR Mercedes having a look on Button.
Oh, we hit the wall again.
Hits the wall. And the Red Bull boys are really working wonders together.
Yeah, they're putting themselves to the front of the train now.
Costa's on an alternate strategy to his teammate, but ZR Mercedes, super softs, up into 4th, best of the rest at the moment.
Yeah, he should lead this Grand Prix at some point. So,
yes, he should do.
Yeah. Well,
the guys up front have done a long old distance on these Hypersofts. 6 laps on Hypers. CSR Abby's going to stay out even longer. Jake is also going to keep. He's going to stay out. They're maybe trying to stay out so to negate the advantage of the Ultrasofts potentially.
Well, so I just wonder. So the hype.
Oh, Corey, move into Raskas down the inside. What's a move, Corey?
Oh, he's hit the wall. Oh, oh no. Oh,
I have to say it. He's weaving down the straight. He obviously thinks he got put into the wall, but God damn it, Corey. He made a really nice move, and you had to go and ruin it. But yeah, Tira Button is in, and he's getting held in the pit lane with a 5-second stop goal penalty. Now, all of a sudden, Jake has pulled time on our leader.
See, I was going to say, with that big train, the likes of Scott would have been able to catch up to that as well. But, yeah, that train is only 3 cars long now. Which is still a nice enough train. But, if they keep fighting like they were before, I mean, this is Onyx now. This is extremely important for his race that he gets past these two.
Yeah, Corey's got wing damage, so it's going to be tough for Corey to hold him behind. But now our leader is in from the race lead. Jake follows him in. Now, this should mean that Weislig will lead, but just about 4 seconds behind him is ZR Mercedes. So now, Abby leaves the pit lane, leaves his pit box, and they're both onto the super softs. And Jake is getting held a long time there, but he finds his way out. Weislig leads, ZR Mercedes second, and Abby's gonna come out just in front
do you know
of Mr.
what?
Costa.
Look at
Jake!
But Jake has
was
jumped.
lucky to get. Yeah, he's jumped Onyx. He has. So he's jumped him for P2 in this race, thanks to that. Thanks to Onyx getting caught in traffic. So that's a big one there. So Jake's now back into net P2.
Oh no, Onyx! He went into the back there. Mal decided. I don't think he actually got damaged though. Funnily enough, he got desperate though. He had to make the move. He saw that P2 slipping away, and he.
Yeah.
I'm amazed he didn't get any damage there.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Because Onyx is gonna struggle to bring these tires to the end. So he may have committed himself to another set of hypers at the end. But we'll have to wait and see.
They go.
But Costa's
probably.
Costa's struggling with wing damage there because now Jake's gonna get backed up into Onyx as a result, and Onyx is pushing hard. He's leaning on the walls, coming out of the swimming pool. And Onyx is trying his best to get right up to the back of Jake here. And we got a yellow flag. That is going to be for Scuba. He's left the session entirely. So that's our second retirement from this race. Maledictus is in.
So with this train being started up again, look out for Scott on his way, I'd imagine, pretty soon. He's 5.3 behind now, but if they keep fighting like this, it could be quite close.
Yeah, CSR Abbey's now almost right behind ZR Mercedes. But now Costa's leading the train. 5.4 behind is Scott, then Bulletproof.
Look at Jake,
That's
right on the back.
Here comes
on
Jake.
the inside! Gets
That's
it done!
brave.
Into the
Wow,
tunnel!
that is
Wow.
brave.
And look at
from
that,
Jake.
down the inside Onyx as well! Into the
Costa's
wall,
gonna shove him in
surely!
the wall.
Yep.
Surely. That was never gonna work.
Right,
Through there, side by side on the way out, doesn't really work.
If he didn't get damaged the first, look at Abby by the way as well.
Yeah,
He's
right on the back of ZR Mercedes, yeah. And this is going to be pretty much no contest. ZR Mercedes lets him through because he's in a different race. That's probably that's going to be a smart move from ZR Mercedes.
The last thing you need is
who promptly puts it in the wall on the way out of ZR out of the way of Sandoval and breaks his wing. So that's not going to help him. Mr. Costa's in for a fresh wing. And he's getting held a long time in there, but eventually comes out. So he's going to come out.
Corey might jump him.
He is going to jump him.
Yeah.
And he does jump him. So he is ahead. That's going to be about... Oof. We're going to have a little fight here between Button, who just went down the inside into Massenet. Let's see if Maledictus can maybe come back at him. No, doesn't look like it. But Bulletproof on Scott. Scott's on the oldest tyres here. He started on the super softs. Let's see. Tierra Button should make the move. He's on the inside with the Nouvelle Chicane, and yes, he does. And while we were talking, Onyx picked up a 3-second penalty.
I've got to say,
now broken his wing.
I'm just gonna say now. I just saw Will put into the chat about people who can't drive. He's not happy.
Oh, ZR Mercedes in.
I wonder if his retirement was due to somebody else.
Whoa, that's a long stop for ZR Mercedes. He has a 5-second stop. Go then onto the Ultra Softs.
That should be to the end. And
a new wing. It's a painfully long stop for him, and on his way out now. Oh, Goody's hit the wall hard through Anthony Nogues. Now, so Goody is ahead of Tierra Button. Maledictus, ZR Mercedes is going to come out. Where did he come out relative to his teammate?
Oh, up the hill! Jeez, I'm pretty sure Button just pushed. He just pushed Goody out of the way, and it's cost Goody 2 places. He's in real trouble with that wing damage now.
Yeah. So ZR Mercedes, even with the long pit stop, he came out in front of his teammate.
Oh.
So now the Red Bull boys can start working together again. They're on completely alternate strategies.
Corey's into the pits again. He only just pitted like 2 laps ago, so he must be in some trouble.
And he's picking up a million penalties.
How does he manage that then? How has he managed to corner cut the pit exit? Has he just ignored the line or something?
I don't know, but George went down the inside of to back on Scott. That's kind of brave. Scott's on old tyres, of course, so that's why.
Scott wants to go deep into this race. Although, to be honest, I think Senna Mercedes Ultras can get to the end.
Yeah, he should be able to.
So,
he was... Let's see, further down. So we have 2 retirements. So Corey's currently running last of the pecking order. Goody's back into the pit lane again with a broken wing. So it has not gone his way today. And now where is... Instead of says he's 4.5 seconds behind Maladiktis, who's fighting with Tira Button. So he's a long way off. And our race leader, Wisely, has still yet to pit on from those ultras. So this is probably actually going to be a good sign for Senna Mercedes for the fact that these can go so far. And he, you know, Abby isn't really catching that much. He's starting to pull it back now, but he's kind of keeping it stable at around.
Oh! Jeez, Tira Button. How is he still alive? He absolutely had a massive tank slapper out of Nouvelle Chicane, smacked the wall a couple of times, and somehow he kept position, and somehow he keeps all of his car.
I don't know. I think Tira Button is the one that has not finished a single race this season.
Yes.
So if he finishes Monaco, it's going to be a real achievement.
It's typical that you always get your odds good result in Monaco. You always think Monaco's going to go badly, but then you always somehow get a good result. It's one of them weird things.
Yeah. So, just trying to work out where Wisely's going to come out. He's going to come out around about where George and Scott are, I think. Around that ballpark, and he's in. So the Ultrasofts are at their worst around 13 laps into their stint. They probably can go further, but he's going to bang on instead of the supers to the end, and a new wing. A lot of money getting spent on the front wings today.
Yeah.
Onyx back in again.
Oh dear,
So
that's his second or
disaster.
third now.
That puts Bulletproof into third. Interestingly.
Well,
now, George is going to get out in front of Wisely. Okay, now I'm definitely not seeing things. That's definitely rain.
No, it's not.
No, I definitely saw rain there. I'm not even joking. I definitely saw rain that time.
It's lights. It's the lights you can see around the track. When the drivers are going under them, you can see it on the halo. It looks like rain a little bit, but it's not. I know you're desperate for it, Soup, but it's not. It's not rain.
Well, probably, thankfully, it's not rain. We're at the half.
Yeah.
We're almost at half distance. Wisely right up behind George now.
Oh yeah, by the way, if I think we missed this in the chat earlier, but Scott did confirm he's gonna wait for the blue tires to do this.
George has had to cut the chicane because he locked up.
He's got a penalty for that. That's a bit stupid,
That's
isn't
it?
it?
A bit harsh.
Yeah, he's lost a place game. Get your act together.
Yeah. So now, Cesar Abbey leads by 10.4 seconds over Jake. Bulletproof further 7.9 behind, but technically in the net P3 is Wisely here.
Senna Mercedes now is caught right up to the back of the Renault and the Haas ahead, and he wants to get past very quickly. Okay, so he's up to 9th now, so that's not going too badly for him, is it?
No, and Costa's a bit under pressure from Onyx, who's on fresh tyres, of course, but the two Red Bulls are in the points now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He's got so much more
big
confidence.
closing speed.
So much more confidence in braking. Gotta say, that looks good for him. If he goes into the Nouvelle Chicane with any form of a chance, he'll go for it.
Yeah. Corsetto Mercedes, of course, technically won Australia on track but
Yes.
he lost out with penalties to Josh. And if you are wondering where VSR Josh is, he has been promoted to ILR1. So it kind of evens out our playing field a little bit. Is Maladark's going to have a pop at Tierra Button into the chicane? No. Tierra Button locks up massively on that right front. So now he's got
very close. When you're saying, I think Scott did confirm in our chat that he's going to be doing this no-stop race at Silverstone again on the blue tires.
Okay, so he's gonna go on the hard tires and go to the end.
So the speculation can stop.
He's definitely going to do it at Silverstone, right? Good, because he's going to be the only one on the hard tires for sure.
Yeah, the beautiful ice blue hard tires, which are never coming back. It's heartbreaking, and Corey has done what Corey does best, and he's out.
And he's out of the race now. Where has he died? It looks like he's died into back.
Yeah, probably, maybe even in a swimming pool.
Let's look on. We're on board with Jordan. Oh, okay, yeah, it's back. That was right. Now Weislig's right behind Bulletproof.
Oh, quick! Get up there, quick!
And Bulletproof's defending, so that's good. Oh, Weislig's hit him in the rear, and that's gonna break his wing. I think did he pick up any damage?
I don't think he did, but he's probably, he's got his warning now. He can't do that again, or else he probably, he knows it'll happen next time. So, Costa's lost a place.
Costa. Yeah, and that's due to Onyx being on fresher tires.
Weislig, but only
he's going to get past Bulletproof this time. He's going to go around the outside of Sandavot. That is super brave if he can make that one work up the hill. Has he got that one done? Yes! That's a brilliant move from Weislig. But great driving from Bulletproof once again to just leave him just enough room to work with. That's a brilliant move from Weislig. You can definitely take a bow for that one.
Remember, you can vote for your ILR awards. That certainly could be a candidate for Move of the Year.
For sure.
Yeah, that was some move. Monaco, where you can't overtake. He's just done it around the outside of Sandavot.
That is where you cannot, but he has done. So, yeah, that's incredible. So that's kind of shows that you can overtake at Monaco if you're really super brave. I mean, he was on 10-lap fresher tires, but I mean, still.
You can't take anybody away from that move.
No, definitely not.
We've got a little bit of a train here for P. Oh, look at that!
He's finally got past Tierra Button, and we got a yellow flag behind. Let's see, can't quite see where that was, but we got a massive fight going on. As Tierra Button is bump drafting Maladikis through the swimming pool. They're super close together. Zeta Mercedes is still stuck behind them.
Oh, he nearly went for it.
Work. Nearly went for it. Almost did a Jules Bianchi move there.
I think Adamak was in trouble. It's all going off at the Nouvelle Chicane right now. Three of them went for it all
and he's
at
out
the same time.
In his debut.
Oh, look at that! Goody really going for it right the outside! Can he make that one work? Jesus, he really gave that one a go, didn't he?
Yeah, Sector 3, everybody is dying. What is going on? Keeping an eye on this humongous battle here between Maladikis, Tierra Button, and Mercedes.
Down the inside as he got the braking power into the wall! And the whole front wing gone.
Wing before. It's entirely gone now.
Yeah.
Whoa! Zeta Mercedes on the back of Tierra Button under the tunnel.
Oh dear, Adamak.
Adamak's out. Here comes Zeta Mercedes around the outside of the Nouvelle Chicane. He's going to get shoved off. He's had to cut the chicane. He doesn't get a penalty for that one, which is good. And so actually Adamak has done a Max Verstappen at the top of Matinee. No safety car. Why would there be?
I know. Well, what is going on? The race is suddenly... Oh, Button into the wall there. Doesn't want to keep doing that. But this race is suddenly...
He didn't pick up any damage.
This race is suddenly just burst into insanity.
Life, yeah. Now George also having a look for P4. That's Bulletproof, who's gone a little bit wide. And by the way, Scott still hasn't stopped, in case you're wondering. He's done nearly 20 laps on the super stops.
Zeta Mercedes has got a great chance here. I said he has some braking power. He's not going to use it into here. He's going to wait, but surely Button's going to be taken at some point.
He's got to be careful because Onyx is right behind him.
Yeah, and this is actually extremely important. Zeta Mercedes, he doesn't intend to pit again. And Onyx has already been in once or twice. He'll pull away very quickly. He'll need to make sure he stays ahead if he can get past here.
Oh, here we go. He's tried this once before. He needs to really...
Oh, he's just been pushed into the wall. I'm sorry,
he's had to cut the chicane again, and he's going to get a penalty for that one. And Onyx is now right behind him. That was a Charles Leclerc almost type brake failure crash type thing.
Button really should have went to Specsavers on that one.
Yeah, George.
He's got him, is he?
Surely
had a go.
No.
He had a
Maybe
real
he's
go
gonna
there.
try into Sandoval.
Oh no, here we go.
Is he going to have to do it? He's going to have to do it on the outside.
Oh.
Is he going to be able to... No, there's no room. There's just no room. Onyx is now right behind him, and he may have the run up the hill, potentially up towards Massenet.
They're both going to go for it. No. But that's as close as they've been,
getting frustrated now. He's going to have to go for it here. He's going to have to go for it here down the inside. Yes, he does go for it, but still no. And pulls alongside, but there's no room to work with into the lowest hairpin.
He is incredibly impatient, but he might get rewarded.
Don't try it around the outside there. Into Portier, here we go. And he gets a little bit of a nudge from behind by Onyx, actually. So this, he's got to find that inside line. He's just got to. He's going to dummy him. He goes late on the brakes. Onyx hits him in the rear and breaks his wing again.
Oh man, patience is key. It's Monaco.
Yes. Corey's left the session finally. I mean, technically, 4 DNFs isn't bad for Monaco.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, is he going to have a goal this time? No, he loses the rear end.
And that ruins his run down the main start-finish straight, if you can even call it a straight.
Yeah. And further up the grid, you can see George is having similar problems with a wide Haas.
Yeah.
George can't get past. And all this is wearing out his tyres. So, what can Zeta Mercedes do? He's got to try something audacious.
Weissig, by the way, only just under 4 seconds behind Jake. I mean, he passed Bulletproof not too long ago. He's 10 seconds clear of him now. So he's got some good pace on them fresher supers. But surely Zeta Mercedes has got his chance now.
The CSR Abbey's disappeared up the road, 13 seconds ahead. So, no, doesn't look like he's going to have him at all here, actually.
No. Button cuts the corner, Mike. You haven't warned him for it, but no penalty as of yet for that part.
Yeah, and well, Button's marginal on fuel at this point, and so that's not really that good. All this might allow maybe Costa to close up, but he's also marginal on fuel, so not really.
Yeah. Goody on the back of Tim Veg, by the way. And he seems to have more pace. Yeah, the Force Indians in general are having a pretty disastrous day. Their early season ILR dominance seems to be absolutely and completely ruined in Monaco.
Yeah. Oh, Goody hit the wall. And Zeta Mercedes still not able to find a way through.
Oh, wow. Do you know what they are?
This must be...
They're catching, I think, the fight for P6, because since Scott is so slow, he's going to start creating a big train. Yeah.
22 laps on the supers.
So, here we go again. And what about...
Scott has stopped, actually, if he's done 22 laps.
Yeah, he has, so he might go to the end.
He might go to the end.
Oh no, Scott.
Oh, Scott's going to really play into people's hands now.
Yes. And look at that Mercedes, how close he gets into the swimming pool, but there's just nowhere to go. Oh!
Loses the rear end, and Onyx is back with them once again.
Right,
this was the fight for the podium. Not anymore.
This is just insane right now.
George is still stuck behind Bulletproof as well. And this is pretty accurate to current F1 because the top 3 have run away, and Bulletproof is 13 seconds behind the nearest car.
Just to say, I don't think Scott...
Here he comes. Oh. Zeta Mercedes doing it this time, surely down the inside. He has to leave the room for Button. He goes down the inside of the lowest hairpin. It's not going to fit. They're not going to fit through there.
He gets past!
And he gets it down the inside towards Portier. He's finally got ahead. He had to do it. He just had to do it. Now watch for Onyx as he tries to maybe mount a move. Tier Button's going to go defensive to the inside as he always does, and he's going to get a little bit squeezed to the wall. Onyx looking for the cutback on the way out. He gets a little bit of punt in the rear. But Zeta Mercedes now 5 seconds behind the nearest car.
But yeah,
And
Scott
hits the wall
actually
into the back.
Scott actually hasn't pitted yet. It's just he hadn't crossed the line to start lap 24 yet. When we were looking at that, so he actually still is yet to stop. But that doesn't mean he's gonna pit instantly, does it? We know Scott. We know he's gonna stay on them for as long as humanly possible. If he fancies it.
Yeah, he's got a Renault on much fresher tyres behind him. But that ain't gonna stop him.
Oh my goodness, he is so slow through there. That's mad. Down the
Here
inside.
we go, down the inside. He has to leave the room. He's not going to fight that one because Van Vliet is on like 10 lap newer tyres.
That was easy.
And George still behind Bulletproof. He's just going to maybe have to wait for Bulletproof to pit again. But Bulletproof might try and push. Oh, here as I say that, George has to really get on the anchors there as Bulletproof
broke his
hit
wing now.
the wall to the back.
He broke his wing.
Bulletproof broke his wing, so George's going to go on the inside into Raskas. It's going to be no contest from Bulletproof. And he peels into the pit lane, and finally George gets released. Tell you what, George is actually on for a really good result.
Well, he's going to mourn the passing of half of his front wing. Hopefully it doesn't ruin his race. But, wow. Didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah. And also, Maladiktis, P5 currently, on for a best finish. That's if he doesn't get caught by Zeta Mercedes, who's actually right there.
He's flying, isn't he?
He's really flying. He was 5 seconds behind, he's now 2. So this is really... He has to just deal with Scott, who's going very slowly, and also
Wisely.
the fight for second is on.
Yeah. I said he'd been catching for a while now, and it's finally his chance. Wisely, can he make it a Toro also 1-2?
Again.
Again.
Can he maybe replicate Sandoval, potentially? Not quite, he's not going to have the run. But he made... Oh, he's hit check in the rear. And has he broke his wing? I don't think so.
Nah, so I didn't see anything fly off there.
Zeta Mercedes passed Scott, no contest. He did it into the Nouvelle Chicane.
Yeah, Scott's nowhere near him anyway. He must have got past on the end, before the entry maybe. But yeah, surely Weislich has got the pace to get past here.
Yeah, Jake, how long has it been since Jake was up on the podium? He's definitely had. I actually got a sneaky suspicion that Jake actually picked up his first podium here last year. He actually took it on the last lap. Goody is out. Now that is a surprise. Now Goody has been the only other driver to finish every race this season, and Weislich has done it.
Missed him. Trying to look for Goody's car.
Yeah.
Damn you, game! Just let us find the car properly. And look at that. Weislich already a second clear.
Meanwhile, in the lead, how bored is Abby right now?
Extremely bored, but you know who's looked behind him and absolutely horrified to what he's saying? Scott. He's looked behind him to see two cars fighting, and he's about to say, "Oh my goodness! I thought Costa was about to be taken in the tunnel. He might have staged with it, but he didn't quite." Down out of the points now, but Bulletproof's going to catch up to that.
Button's in the wall hard. He's hit the wall hard. He's broken a lot of his wing there.
Oh, again.
Ping pong between the barriers. Now,
what is this? Racing or demolition derby?
So Scott,
look at that car.
I think
half that car's missing.
I don't know how he's still driving.
Jeez.
Now Onyx is he's going to try and get his way past.
Goodness. What the hell? Can he do it? On the inside or on the outside?
Ooh, neither.
Into him.
He hits him.
Oh dear.
Into the casino
Yellow's
square.
ahead.
There's going to be contact there. There's yellows ahead for... that looks like...
Oh my god,
Zeta Mercedes. Oh, there's going to be a roadblock as well. Zeta Mercedes has lost all of his front wing.
What has he
that is
done?
a shame.
And look at this, Bulletproof is up into P8. And on
And he's
the
on
back
fresh
of his
tyres.
teammate. Yep. He's going to get the exit. There he goes on the inside. Into the tunnel. Can he do it? Yes, he can.
Yes. Wow.
That is how you
Bulletproof.
take advantage.
And he's only just got Scott ahead now. And this is for P6.
But what on
Wow.
earth does that Mercedes do?
It looks like he just went straight on into the barriers in that corner there. He's just lost his entire front wing. What a disaster. He's doing so well. Now Mr. Costa's right back in it now.
Yeah,
clips the barrier on the way out. And both cars in, Tierra Button and Onyx into the pit lane. Releasing Costa to take 8th. Bulletproof now right up with Scott, who's now done 29 laps on that set of super soft tyres that he started the race on.
Yeah. Surely Bulletproof will get past. Even into here,
He's
possibly.
on 3 laps old softs. I mean, look how slow Scott is through the
Yeah,
corners.
he probably regrets not going for that move, actually, into the...
Yeah, he's losing time now. ZR Mercedes is going to bang on a set of hypersofts and go for the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And look
Now,
at this.
Bulletproof should be an easy move here.
And just have a look at Tim Veg as well. Wasn't able to get...
Scott's going to defend. Well, I say that, he just backs out.
He let him through.
Bulletproof now into P6.
Yeah, but Tim Veg, look at that. He's been taken by Onyx. So there we go. That's that move done.
And he lets Wisely through. He's now come up to lap these guys.
Oh my, this is going to be fun to watch.
And that's why he's gained time on the race leader. He pulled about a second on him thanks to the traffic. Oh, wow, interesting. 30 laps have passed.
ZR Mercedes right behind Jordan in all this as well, and Tim Veg not too far ahead, so he'll want to start moving himself up the field again. And he really wants to get by Jordan now. Look at the closing speed, but he just can't do anything with it. Will we see a classic Rascast move? No.
On fresh hypersofts, so it's just 16 lap old supersofts versus brand new hypers. It's just nowhere the contest into Sandoval it's going to be. Jordan's not going to give up that position really easy. Oh. He had to get out of that. Now he gets to run up the hill. He's going to have to try.
Jordan didn't see him. Jordan didn't see him.
I did not see him. Good awareness from ZR Mercedes to back out of that one.
Yeah, and Tim Veg now really gonna hold this up.
I tell you, actually, Tim Veg's done 27 laps on those supers, and I think he's going to probably go to the end because he's pitted really early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now actually you can maybe see potentially the tyre wear for CSR Abbey starting to take effect, because look at the gap now. It's come down to 10.8.
Yeah.
Between our two leaders. Now, CSR Abbey 22 lap old, Wiselig 16 lap old tyres. So
oh dear, Jordan. Jordan really cut that corner there. Here's a chance for ZR Mercedes, but he's not going to go for it into there. He's going to use his head and wait a little bit longer, but that's the issue. He has to wait too long. It will kill his tyres.
Yeah, and hypersofts don't last.
Exactly. They will go 8 laps, but they will not have any pace, even 10 laps if you really, you know, take care of them. But they'll have no pace at the end, and they're already starting to lose the pace. You can see him actually falling away a little bit.
Yeah, oh, Jordan almost hit the back of Tim Veg.
Oh my goodness.
He's bump drafting him up towards Massenet. He's
down
going to go
inside.
on the inside. Does Jordan see him?
I don't think he saw him again, to be honest.
It is close, and here he goes down towards the next corner, down the inside. Fresh hypersofts. It's going to be a contest, but Jordan's not going to give up and just hold on to it.
Well, he's really kind of ruined ZR Mercedes' day even more now.
This isn't even for points.
The
points are a further 10 seconds up the road.
His last place, the actual runner's still left. Obviously, Scoop is a ghost car. Will he go for it now? No, not going to happen. He is stuck there. And the common Monaco problem is rearing its ugly head again in ZR Mercedes' race. It's been the story of his day.
Yeah. Lap 33 of 39. And
yeah, Gat's going back up again.
Just seems like Abbey's just having a Sunday drive around Monaco, to be honest.
Yeah, he's having A very boring day.
Yeah.
Right now, Jordan, look at him up the hill. Will he have a go at Tim Veg? He's got much better tires, remember? And he's just not got anywhere going through. He's in a Mercedes that stuck his nose in there again. And now on the exit, he's got a great run. Senna Mercedes down the inside again. He backs out of it. As Jordan almost goes into the back of Tim Veg. And what on earth are we going through Senna Mercedes' mind? He'd be absolutely fuming. And he just can't find a way through into the back now as well. He's absolutely losing his head, I imagine, right now. He's currently last. What does he need to do to get a bit of luck? He's going to have a go now.
Oh, he dummies him down the inside into the Nouvelle chicane. Jordan does not give it up. But he has to eventually.
Yeah.
And Jake's watching in the background. He's like, oh, how am I going to get through this, mate?
Yeah, he's just, he's regretting his life choices.
Yeah.
Jake, oh, Weisig in the pit!
Oh, Weisig's in. Weisig's in the pit lane. He's broke his wing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a disaster. Jake's on for second, and maybe, well, George's too far back, but
surely that's the whole front wing gone. He wouldn't pit if it wasn't the whole front wing gone. Surely.
It was a big chunk of the left-hand side, but Jake back into second place.
He's not even for hypers. He didn't even use hypers. He's onto ultras.
He probably had none left.
Yeah, wow. Well, looks like that's gonna be Weisig nailed down in P3 then.
Yeah, it looks like it. And by the way, Scott still hasn't stopped.
Although it has to be said, with Senna Mercedes caught now behind Tim Veg, I don't imagine Jake's gonna have a very good time getting through there. It seems very unlikely, but do you reckon 25 lap fresher tyres, he's got 6 laps to try and make this work. Could Weisig get by? As round the outside tries Senna Mercedes, is it gonna be an easier move than the last one? He's not even going to make it work.
He needs the traction. Doesn't have the. He has to let Jake through.
Oh, but look at Jordan! Almost did a
Verstappen. Jordan
doesn't
get through.
Yeah, almost did a Verstappen there. And Tim Veg right the outside! Oh. My God! Right outside the Rascast now. And Tim Veg side by side contact. And he's down into last place. Oh my.
Jake can count himself lucky.
And Costa sees the last thing he could possibly want to see. Oh, the Scarlet Red Ferrari, who has done the whole race so far on them super soft tyres. He's now going to have to try and get past him.
Oh, why's the penalty?
Yeah, his day is just gone down the drain. Well, I say that, he's still on for a podium, but if he keeps getting penalties, I don't know what George has. Maybe George could steal it off him.
Well, I mean, we're pretty sure that Abby's is gonna take the win. Scuba was second in the championship, but
yeah,
he's now a non-finisher. Oh no!
Oh no! We said it, didn't we?
Oh no, George! For God's sake, he always runs so well and disconnects. Will that gift Maladikis a P4?
I can't believe it. Look at Scott. He's went for hypers. He's gonna get the fastest lap. Good stuff.
Good boy, Scott.
Good stuff.
Good lad.
And look at
He
Onyx.
might actually stay in the points. He's going
to
stay in the points.
Right outside, he tried it. And they're still fighting for P8.
Right, quick update on the championship. Scuba's a non-finisher, of course, so that's going to make 0 score. CSR Abbey's now going to take P2 in the championship, because he was 24 points behind. Weisig is on for 3rd, so it's just going to bring the gap down a little bit. Let's see if Honest can get past Hero Button.
George is back. George is back. He set the fastest lap of all time. He has cut every corner on the goddamn circuit, and looks like a broken heart now for Scott. That his only aspiration for the race was to set the fastest lap, and George has just cut the entire circuit.
1:03.04. What a lap! He
shatters the lap record by a few seconds.
By about 10 seconds.
On 28 lap holes, see yourselves.
Yes.
Oh yes, good stuff. And Weisig, you know why we thought his chances was gone? 3 seconds he gained on that last lap, and he's gained another couple on this one. But he's gonna have to lap Jordan, who pits anyway.
Who pits?
Yeah.
So he gets released. We're on lap 37.
Will Tim Veg jump him, I wonder? He's 29 behind. He'd pitted before. I think Jordan might just went for a regular stop, though. Now he is changing the wing, so we'll have to see that one, but... Ooh. This could be a tense last 3 laps for Jake. Will he crack under pressure? As no offense, he always seems to do. And will Costa unlap himself? Or is that Costa? No, sorry, that's Zenna Mercedes, isn't it?
No, that's Zenna Mercedes. Yeah, he's on 7-lap-old Hypersofts.
Yeah, well, Zenna Mercedes fancy unlapping himself. Will Jake fight it too much? What's he gonna do?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. Gap's now 6 seconds, but remember, Weisig got a penalty, so he still has to pull 3 seconds when he gets ahead.
Yeah, but what about Jake? What penalties does he have?
I don't think he has any. He might have 1, maybe 2. I'll check.
Onyx right on the back of Mr. Costa.
Do I really want to go through this? This is going to be a long list.
Oh. Just give it a go. Just look at the big 3 seconds, and there's Onyx passed! Down the inside, the former ILR1 driver falls down to P8. And that was a pretty clean move, it has to be said. And Weisig only 4.4 seconds to gap. This is going to be very close.
Yeah.
And it looks like Bulletproof might get meloditis before the end of this race. He's only 6/10 back. He's on 16-lap fresher tyres and on a quicker compound. You'd imagine this would be quite an easy move to make, but this is Monaco.
Right, Jake does not have a penalty.
Right then, so
Weisig, he's on 1 single warning over the course of this entire race.
Flippin' heck. So
yeah,
Weisig's gonna have to turn into a magician.
Yeah.
And set a 103 maybe.
Car as wide. Yeah. Alright, anyways. CSR Abbey begins the final lap of the Monaco. He's at Grand Prix. He's 22 seconds ahead of Jake. I call that dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Stop dominating, you'll get promoted.
Yeah, no, you're screwed now, my friend.
Yeah, right, so points table. The gap between Abbey and Weisig did lie at 24 points. So now the gap is going to come down to 14 between them. So Abbey's going to take 2nd in the championship.
Bulletproof, look how desperate he is to make this move work.
Yeah, gap between 2nd and 3rd, 1.2. I don't know. I don't think Wise has just got enough. I don't think he's quite got enough, but we'll keep an eye on the battle for 5th as well, because that one's really close as well. But coming through the swimming pool section right now, because he's so bloody far ahead, is CSR Abbey. We'll come back to him in a moment, but let's see if Wisely can get the move done. He's too far back, I think.
Is that Onyx about to try and pass him, look?
I don't know, but anyway, oh, he almost bins it on the way to the line. CSR Abbey wins the Monaco Grand Prix by 21 seconds. Coming through the swimming pool section, will Weisig have a late pop into Raskas? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't think he's going to try for the cutback on the way out. Watch this. Can he get it done? Watch for the cutback on the way towards the line. Can he get the run towards the line? I don't think so. Jake is going to take an amazing P2 here in Monaco. That is what you want. That's a comeback. Wisely P3. And, well, interesting stuff between Jordan and George right there. I just saw him bump draft him. Oh! George, I like to call him Carlos Sainz. His tires are just done. Like, look, just how is he still going straight? What a result, though. P4.
Yellows.
But these guys, oh!
What have they done? Why is it 4th? George has won the race by 41 minutes!
Yes, boys.
Yes! What a victory!
Yes, George, what a victory, George. Well done, sir. 41 minutes. There you have it.
What on earth?
What a result. What a dominant victory. Into ILR1 with you.
Get oh my god. What a victory that was.
Yeah, just so for reference, George did not win this race. George finished his P4, but he's gonna
Yes! He's won the race!
George is on the top step, he's actually won the Monaco Grand Prix.
Oh my god! What does the gap say? What does the gap say? That's what I want to know.
I want to know that, George. I don't know.
What are we saying?
Look at that. Your actual winner is, of course, CSR Abbey. P2 goes to Jake.
Goodness.
P3 to Wiselig. P4 to
That is brilliant.
George.
That's fantastic.
Watch this.
I
This
love
gap.
this. I love
Watch this gap.
Wow.
41.5 minutes. He wins the race by a best lap of a 1:03.04. Right. If you'll just ignore that, okay? Your actual race results: CSR Abbey wins from Jake, from Wiselig, from George, from Maledictus, that's the best result for him actually. Bulletproof, then Onyx, Costa, Scott still finishes in the points from last on the grid, and Tira Button in P, whatever that is. Zeta Mercedes, Jordan, Tim Veg, Scuba, Goody, then all your list of DNFs. Oh, Monaco, never change.
F1's 2018.
Never change.
eSports ready. I'm sure you'll agree. And I think with that, we're gonna end. So
just for reference, right? George won the race by an entire race.
Yeah. So there you go. Your winner then is Abby. Not well. George is the winner on screen, but Abby is our
Abby
winner.
is the winner.
And you won't
So
see him ever again.
he's
He's won
now-
two. He's won 2 races in a row. He's gone. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, he's second in the championship behind Wisely. The gap is now 14 points between them, so it's pretty much as it was. It's getting closer. We have a championship fight. Great.
Yeah. Thank God. Anyway,
but,
that's it. Thank you all for watching on Twitch, and congratulations once again for finding us. Hopefully, it'll be back on the old YouTube next time out in Canada. But we will have a week's break, remember, because the Brazilian Grand Prix basically ruins everything. It's been put in the worst possible spot, so it'll be 2 weeks until the next races. So yeah, see you then. Safe travels, and like I say, we'll be on YouTube next time out, so don't be on Twitch looking for us.